we're back with the reading lecture. So today I would like to explain the material through the video. So I hope that you can still understand for everything that I have explained to you, even though we just meet each other by using the video. Okay, so let me start the explanation directly. Well, let me move my face first here. Oh, sorry. I should make it smaller, but looks like it cannot. Okay, so if you see this, okay, let's see this part. Uh, so our meeting is about scanning. Yeah, so our second meeting is about scanning. So last meeting you learned about reading for pleasure, but now we start to learn about the tricks in doing reading. Yeah, so what is actually scanning? What is scanning? So scanning is very fast reading. So remember, especially when you are doing a test, yeah, like a TOEFL test or like TOEIC test, it is very difficult for you to answer all the question in the very short time, right? Now, so that is why we have tricks, we have a method in reading. That's what we call as scanning. So scanning is a very fast reading techniques. So when you scan, you skip over many words. See, you skip over many words. So when you read and doing scanning, yeah, you just read it fast, and you don't need to read the text one by one. The tips is to skip over many words. Yeah, you look for some information as quickly as you can, because mostly the question that comes in the test, or that you need to find on the text, is a very specific one. Yeah, so that's why we use scanning. Like, you don't need to make it so understandable, but as long as you find the information, it's okay to do or skip the other words. Yeah, so that's why it is say scanning is especially important for improving your reading. Yeah, many students try to read every word when they read, so they read very slowly. Now, you often do not need to read every word. If you learn to scan, you can learn to read and understand faster. Yeah. Now, but here we have two different types of text where you can just use scanning and do not use scan. What's that? You can use scanning technique only for table of contents in a magazine or books, an index in a textbook, a timetable, the advertisement in a newspaper, a list of movies in the newspaper, a telephone book, the page of a dictionary. Ya kan? So these kinds of reading is okay for you to do scanning, but it is difficult for you, of course, if you want to scan mystery story, textbook for an important course, important papers from a lawyer, a map for finding your way home, a question on a test, a poem. So you cannot read the poetry so fast, or you just scan it. It's only some of the text that is needed to be only scanning, not a very deeper reading. Okay, so see, your friend made a list of things you need to buy for school. Did he remember to include a dictionary? Oh iya, ada. So what you are doing? So in bahasa, kalian dari tadi pas misalnya, ada nggak dictionary? Ada. Kalian baca nggak satu-satu? Pen, notebook, eraser, pencils, pencil case. No, you don't need that, right? Because you only need to find dictionary. Ya, kalian tadi pasti bacanya ada dictionary. Nah, that's what we call as scanning. Yeah, how many words did you read? I don't read anything. I just try to find, oh, this dictionary. Yeah, so that's why you don't need to read all the words to find dictionary. The other words were not important. Okay, so you don't need to read it all. Even pencil sharpener, glue, and assignment book, I don't read this because I already found dictionary. So I don't need to read the other one, this. Okay, so in this unit, you will practice scanning. Do not try to read every word. Scan to find the answer to the question word fast. So you have to practice yourself, yeah, to do scanning with table of contents, ya, melakukan scanning untuk daftar isi. So here is the question, and then here is the table of the content. Here is the table of the content. Okay, and then the second one, you have to scan an index. Okay, so this is the question 10, TOEFL taste, what page? You only check that page. And then the third, okay, this is the index. The third one, you have to scan a timetable. So this is the question, and this is the timetable. Okay, so this is the timetable. And the very last time, oh no, classified ads. Yeah, ads means advertisement. Yeah, ads is the abbreviation for advertisement, iklan. Okay, so here is the advertisement that you have to scan. Okay, only scanning. Remember, you don't need to translate all. So let me explain to you one by one. So let's start with the first one, scanning table of content. Ya kan? It's of course biasanya table of contents, daftar isi, you don't need to read all. So see that's why it is on the facing page is the table of content of Sanctuary magazine. Ya, jadi ini daftar isinya majalah Sanctuary. The table of content is always at the front of a magazine or a book, right? Of course. It tells you what you can find in each chapter of part. Now see the question. How many features are there in the magazine? Now, how many features are there in the magazine? Now see it. Feature. So feature, right? How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it, right? We have 6 features for this magazine. So that's why you have to answer this with 6. That's what we call as scanning. Ya kan nggak perlu dibaca semuanya. Sudah menemukan features, how many? Berapa banyak? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't need to read. Lo nggak usah dibaca gitu. Maksud karena si scanning ini gitu. Jadi Long Lake Legends by John. No, you don't need that. Okay, now go on to second question. What is the title of the article on noise pollution? You find the title, noise poison. You find it, noise, poisons, the title. Okay, can you find it? Okay, so wait, we're going back here. What is the title of the article? What is the title of the article on noise pollution? What is the title of the noise poison? Okay, can you see noise pollution? This one. Noise pollution is just the beginning, right? The title is The Trouble with Jet Skis. So that's why you write here the trouble with jet skis, the trouble with jet skis. Okay, that's very easy. So even though you have a lot of excess question here, it actually only maybe take 5 minutes for you to answer. Okay, so you have 10 questions here to be answered as your exercise. No need to write the question, just write the answer on the handwriting and submit that. And then take a photo and then share the photo and then upload the photo to your V-class ya. Jadi nggak usah ditulis soalnya. Langsung jawabannya saja saat ini ya. Jadi satu, scanning a table of content, number one, six, number two apa gitu ya, number three. Tulis tangan gitu ya, lalu nanti sama seperti sebelumnya di foto, lalu upload fotonya di Vclass-nya ya untuk jawaban soal-soalnya. Okay, so next one is scanning an index. What is index? So index is usually at the back of a book. So you go check your book right now. You can check any book. The good book will have index. Now, it is an alphabetical order. You can use an index to find information quickly. The index on the facing page is taken from a book titled The Theater Art and the Teaching of Second Language. So this is the book, The Theater Arts of Teaching and the Teaching of Second Language. Yeah, so that's very easy. You only have to scan. You only have to find the page. TOEFL. Okay, go on here. TOEFL, can you find first S? It's very S. T. TOEFL. Okay, 132. So you only have to scan 132. That's all. Finish. Easy, right? Because scanning is very easy. Because you don't need to read all. Beda dari yang last meeting. Yeah, when you read the biography, when you read the short story, you have to read one by one, right, of the words. But for scanning, you only need to scan, not to read. Yeah, the same like taste. You go on check taste. What page you can find the word taste? Taste, right? 53. So you write 53. Okay. Now let's go to timetable. So timetable, yes, timetable is just like schedule. So when you travel, you often need to scan a timetable. Yeah, another name for timetable is schedule. Okay, on the facing page, you will find a timetable for taking a ferry from Seattle, Washington to Victoria, British Columbia. A ferry is a big ship that carries people, cars, bicycles, buses, and trucks. Now, the question, what time does the ferry depart from Seattle? So what time does the ferry depart from Seattle? See, okay, this is the part. See, Seattle. Now we see the ferry. Okay. Now see the question again. What time does the ferry depart from Seattle? Depart from Seattle. Okay, which one? Yeah, always at 7. Yeah, 7, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, 7 a.m. and then 11 a.m. on June. 30th of September foreign. So only 7 and 11. So that's why the answer is here 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. Okay. So that's number 2 until number 10. Okay. Let's go to the next one. You have ads. Yeah, the classified ads. Ads means advertisement. So mostly we find advertisement on newspaper, right? So here, newspaper usually have a part called classified ads. In this part of newspaper, people can find things to buy, sell, or rent. On the facing page are some ads for apartments near Boston. The name of the towns are in alphabetical order. I don't know on your generation right now. When it be in my generation, I even have to see or to check the price of something in newspaper. Okay, so see how many apartments are for rent in Malden. Okay, so you have to find Malden, the keywords. So here is the ads. Malden, Malden, Malden. How many? How many can you find with Malden? Okay, 1. Okay, 1 Malden. 2, only 2, right? So that's why the answer here is how many apartments are for rent? Oh, rent, yeah, be careful. Rent, Malden 2, and then rent. Okay, so 2 of them are rent. Yeah, classified, and it is all of them for rent. So that's why the answer is 2. Now, how much is the cheapest apartment in Brockton? So you read Brockton. How much is, yeah, Brockton, the cheapest? How much? Brockton, Brockton, you go. Okay, so this one, Brockton, Brockton. Only two. The cheapest one, this one is 675, 735. So this one is 610. So that's why you can write here studio. Okay, 610 for studio, right? Okay, so that's, please answer 3 until 12. Okay, that's all. Okay, that's all for kinds of scanning. So what you have to do right now is to practice. Yeah, what you have to do right now is to practice the reading. Now you have to practice the reading and then do the scanning. Don't forget to write your answer. Only answer, no questions. Yeah, just write the answer and then take the photo, change it or compile it with Cam Scanner, and then upload the photo to the V-Class to submit your exercise for today's meeting. Okay, everyone. So thank you very much for watching the video. So I hope that after you watch this video, please directly answer the reading test and then do scanning. Yeah, we do the scanning for table of contents, index, and then timetable, the schedule, and advertisement. Okay, we have 4 kinds of text that you need to scan. Okay, thank you very much for watching the video. I close the video with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye. See you next meeting, everyone.